If you're watching this video when it's first released, it's Thursday night before Christmas. But I'm actually making this video Saturday night, the 16th, because tomorrow is our big family Christmas get-together. And it'll be at our house, and it's one gigantic gathering. We'll have first cousins, second cousins, third cousins, great nieces and nephews, and great nieces and nephews. And it's a great time because sometimes we only see each other once a year at this event. And I provide the honey baked ham and some desserts and some dips and the beverages, and everybody else brings a dish to pass. So we never know what we're going to have. Some years we have too many desserts, other years hardly any. Not sure how tomorrow will play out, but my husband requested that I make some liver pate for it. And I've made it before, but he just loves liver pate. I don't know how much the rest of the relatives do, but I am making this for him, and I thought you might like to see how I make it. I should mention that this recipe can be found at the Potpourri site, and I will leave a link to that below. So first, let's look at the ingredients. We have a pound of chicken livers, and if you have problems finding chicken livers, I found these in the frozen food section. One very large garlic clove cut up, a cup, it's a generous cup of onions, and you want to try to chop them as small as you can. And we have here 3 sticks, so it'll be 3/4 cup of butter. And they say use non-salted, but I always use the butter I have on hand, which is lightly salted. We have quite a few spices here. We have a 1/4 teaspoon dried thyme, a 1/4 teaspoon dried marjoram, 1/4 teaspoon dried sage, 3/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/8 teaspoon ground allspice. And then for pizzazz here, we have 2 tablespoons of brandy. Or you could use bourbon, whatever you have on hand. You don't want to go out and buy a bottle just for this recipe. This recipe is really easy, except that you have to do this gross thing, which is basically you're checking over the liver, and you want to remove any, see how that's kind of fatty there? We want that gone. So we're going to, now let's look it over. Yeah, don't want any membrane or anything on it. That looks pretty good. Let's get another piece out here. Just got this little piece here. Otherwise, that's pretty good. Here's a nice big piece. Okay, we're gonna, can you see that little membrane there? We want to remove that. Okay. Now it's also got this here. See that little fat there? I think you can get the idea. I'll be back when I have this finished. We got 1 stick of butter in here we're melting. Let that melt. Okay, so the butter's about all melted. Now we want to put in our 1 cup of onions here. Actually, it's a very generous 1 cup. And our garlic. Now, what we're trying to do here is cook them till soft, about 5 minutes or so. Get them in the nice butter. Get them all soppy. Already starting to brown up a little. That's the garlic in it, I guess. Is there anything better? The smell of onion and garlic and butter. Okay, I'll be back when they're nice and soft. They're nice and softened now. Now we're going to add our spices. Mix that up really well. Changes the fragrance here. Now our trimmed liver. And with the liver here, we just want it to get cooked on the outside. We still want it pink on the inside. And if you want to be popular with your cats, start cutting up raw chicken liver. They love it. See how it's starting to brown a little like that? Okay, back when we're ready for the next step. Okay, it's time to turn it off. I'll cut open one so you can see it's still pink. See, nice and pink in the middle. Now we're just going to add our liquor there. Mix it in. It's pretty goopy right now, doesn't it? Now it's time to mix it up in the food processor. Pouring this into our food processor. Get it all out of the pan. All that butter. That off. Top on. Okay, and we're just going to do it at low first. We're going to go to hot. Now I'm going to do this for a little bit until I get it to the right consistency. Be back when I'm done. It looks like kind of like chocolate pudding. I'll fill this up. There we go. Or it looks like cat vomit. Depending on. I think chocolate pudding sounds nicer. What do you think? Get it all out. Now you can use a blender too. You don't have to use a food processor. Right size. Smooth it out with our spatula. Now, if you're not going to use it right away, like I am, I'm going to use it tomorrow, you might want to use clarified butter or the rest of this butter, and you want to melt it down and then take off any froth and then pour that on top because that will help it keep longer. But right now, we're going to use some plastic wrap and put it on top. So we're just going to put it over like this. Got it. Smooth it. And then put it in our refrigerator. And then it's going to be all ready for the party tomorrow. So I should mention, with that butter seal, it can keep for up to 2 weeks in your refrigerator. Once you break that seal, it'll be about 1 week chilled. But you can freeze it for, I think it's up to 3 months. So you can have it on hand when you have guests drop by unexpectedly. Now for serving it, I like serving it with these herb crostinis. They're very, very good. So let's do a taste test. Oh, this is so good. It really combines well with the herbs also on the crostini. Let me try again. This tastes heavenly. So, lesson learned, even though something looks like cat vomit, it can actually taste very, very good. This is Prepper Potpourri saying I hope you all are having enjoyable times at your holiday party, and maybe you'll try making some liver pate or liver paste, as we used to call it. As always, thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe, share the knowledge, and thumbs up if you like this video. Bye.